Hey guys, this is Spear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. Finally, it's Friday and I'm wishing everyone a happy Friday. Weekend is finally here and that means there will be a lot of time for us to play any game we want, like Exos Heroes or any of your games. So today we are going to discuss about another Fatecore theme called Blooming Someday, and this Fatecore theme was released last November 26, 2020. So let's just go to the Fatecore theme button and you can see here Blooming Someday. So just press. So these are the heroes. Blooming Someday is also known as Time Walker. So it has something to do with time, because if you notice the heroes, they are actually kids who later on bloom to be matured or teenagers. So yun yung pagkaka-intindi ko, and parang yun naman talaga rin yung concept ng game or yung theme niya, na these kids will bloom someday. And ito na sila ngayon. So we have 2 gold fate cores, we have 1 blue fate core, and we have 4 black fate cores. So let's go to the first. The first one here is Artist of Death Shell. So let's go and check her passive, Artistic Spirit. It says here, increases attack of ally with the highest attack by 30% for 5 turns at the start of own turn, 1 time per round. Dimension Leap increases own dodge by 20% and attack by 1000 upon receiving damage. Removes all buffs from this skill upon dodging successfully. Stacks up to 4 times. So Dimension Leap is actually the main passive of the Time Walker or Blooming Someday theme. So it increases the dodge, the hero, and particularly Shell's special passive here is Epode. Is it Epode or Epode? Pero yun na, Epode na, para sure tayo. Increases dodge of all allies equipped with a Time Walker theme Fate Core by 10%. So, as always, if you put Shell in the team along with these heroes, Talia, Rera, Chatty, Corgi, Jean, and Ledger, makukuha nila yung 10% increased dodge. So the first skill is Curtain Call. Increases attack of one ally by 18% for 6 turns and increases attack speed of target by 30 for 6 turns. So buffer siya. And her second skill is Last Chapter. Deals 63% damage to all enemies and decreases hit of hero with the highest attack. That's 35% for 7 turns. So this is Shell. Next we go to Talia, Prophet of the Sun. Talia. Her passive is Twisted Causality. Heals one ally for 50% of own maximum health when that ally's health falls to 50% or below after receiving damage 1 time per round. And she has the Dimensional Leap passive. So her special passive here is Divine Hymn. Increases maximum health of all allies equipped with a Time Walker theme Fate Core by 5%. So for these heroes over here who's going to team up with her, their maximum health will increase by 5%. Her first skill is Absolute Prophecy. Deals 150% damage to one enemy and 50% chance to decrease attack of target by 18% for 6 turns. Then we have her second skill, Nature's Judgment. Deals 127% damage to all enemies and heals all allies by 24% of own maximum health when attacking. So, pag ganyan nangyayari, I make sure that when I get gears for Talia, may H talaga, Talia. When I get gears for Talia, ang ginagawa ko, tinataas ko talaga yung HP. So, that would be Vitality set. Pero I think, sa akin, ginawa kong dash set na may Vitality is because I want her to be speedy. And when a hero has high speed, mas una siya. Kasi 'di ba, the game is turn-based. So, kung mataas ang speed ng isang hero, so definitely, mauuna siya. So, I make sure, or I wanted to experiment with Talia na medyo mabilis siya. So, during battles, usually, since she's under Greenland, and I'm using the Greenland Nation, so parang pangatlo siya. After Rera, there's Ryu Lion, and then sunod si Talia mag-a-attack. So, yun. Our blue Fatecore here is Guardian of the Mind's Eye, Rera. So, she is the same Rera sa first Guardian natin. Kaso lang, the first Guardian, siya, gold theme or gold Fatecore siya. While here, in the Time Walker theme, naka-blue siya. So, how do you use, actually? So, you just, kasi diba, we can only equip one Fatecore at a time. Pero, we can use the costumes. Since dito, iba rin yung outfit ni Rera, we can use this costume and use the first Guardian Fatecore in the Fatecore slot. Kasi the costume can be wear kahit pero yung Fatecore, you get to choose only one. So, since I also got Rera from this team, the Time Walker, I just use her costume kasi medyo maganda naman yung itsura. Pero, I still equip with yung first Guardian Gold Fatecore niya. And it's okay kasi you still use... okay, wait. Let me show you. Para medyo maintindihan niyo yung sinasabi ko. So, let's go to Manage Heroes. And then you can see here my Rera. So, her outfit here is from the Time Walker or Blooming Someday. But her Fatecore here, you can see sa right portion, naka-check yung gold Fatecore ng First Guardian, which is eto yun. So, you can only choose one Fatecore to equip here. Pero yung costume, you can choose any. So, Rera is also a child, I guess, a kid. Pero dito sa Blooming Someday, wherein the Fatecore themes are usually parang maturity ang dating. So, this is she. When she grew up. Ayan. So, naka-equip tayo. Because I prefer using the gold version or gold Fatecore niya sa First Guardian. Kasi yung mga passive, yung Dragon Scale and Eye of the Dragon, which is grants a barrier equal to 20% of own maximum health for 6 turns, and yung Eye of the Dragon increases hit of the allies equipped with the Dragon Emperor's Knight theme. So, yun. So, then again, if you have a hero with multiple Fatecores, just choose one who you really like most, and then you can just choose any type of costume to wear. So, she's a blue Fatecore, and alam nyo naman, blue Fatecores are like support type Fatecores. If the Fatecore is in possession, grants buff to Chaos type. So, she supports Chaos type heroes with increasing combat power and attack. And like any other Fatecore, if you're going to fuse them by 5, lalong tataas yung equivalent ng combat power and attack. So, her passive here is Focus Fire, increases attack by 3% whenever another hero's turn ends. Stacks up to 10 times. And she also has the Dimensional Leap. Lagi kong nasasabi, Dimensional Leap. It should be just Dimension. And then the first skill here is Adamant Solidarity. Deals 187% damage to one enemy and 60% chance to afflict target with silence for 4 turns. Her second skill here is Moonlight Arrow. Deals 178 damage to all enemies and deals 30% extra damage for each mana on the target. It says here for each mana. So that means when your opponent has 2 manas, yung 30% magiging 60. Ganun ba yun? Maybe that's it. Kasi nakikita ko naman whenever she attacks, well, Moonlight Arrow skill, yung second skill niya, it also is the same with the other Fatecore. Kasi usually yung Fatecore, nagbabago lang talaga dyan ang passive. Pero yung first skill and second skill are usually just the same. Excuse me. Uminom lang ako ng water. Ayun. So next, we are going to Cat Guardian Knight Chatty. Ito yung makulit na Fatecore na lagi na lang lumalabas during pulls. I don't know, maybe the percentage to get her is really that high. Kaya parang most of the time whenever we pull from any banners, even the premium ones, parang medyo maraming times ko na nakikita si Chatty. Oh, hello to our first viewer of the evening. Welcome to our channel. So I'm currently discussing about the Time Walker or Blooming Someday Fatecore Theme. So let's check out her passive. Lucky Kitty grants a barrier equal to 10% of own health for 5 turns when an ally receives damage 1 time per round. And she also gets the hey nanimane. Thank you. Welcome back. Nandito na naman tayo again discussing another Fatecore theme. So also Chatty gets the Dimension Leap passive. And then we are going to check out her first skill, which is Mighty Chessie. Increases own defense by 33% for 8 turns and grants a barrier equal to 20% of own maximum health to all back row allies for 12 turns. So yun. Salamat sa tips kanina, boss. Oh, sure. No problem. Sana naman nakakatulong. And if you have any other questions, yun lang, just ask. Kasi sasagot naman ako whenever I see your messages, and as long as alam ko kung anong yung may bibigay kong tip. Yes, ano to? I think well built na siguro. Oh, that's good for you. Oh gosh, narinig niyo ba yun? May siren. Gosh. Ayun. It's gone. Oh well. Second skill is Miracle Meteor Drop. Sa labas yun. Usually malapit kasi dito yung fire station. Just a side story. So, where we live here, the fire station is just near, so whenever there are emergencies, talagang lumalabas sila. And lalo na when there are big fires somewhere, ang daming fire trucks lumalabas tuloy-tuloy, and it's pretty noisy, especially when that happens during dawn or madaling araw. Magigising ka talaga, magugulat ka na lang. And it already happened for quite a few times. Scary. Yeah, yes. Diba? Parang whenever we hear ambulance or fire trucks or any yung mga sirens, parang it gives us the feeling na parang nakaka-nervous, no? So, Miracle Meteor Drop deals 187 living in a dangerous place. Well, actually, we are just living in front of the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, wherein it was made into a facility, COVID-19 facility, back in 2020. So yes, it was quite scary to open the windows during the mornings because syempre with nagiging paranoid na isipin mo, hala, it could be airborne. So whenever you open your windows, papasok. Pero hindi naman. Later on, we really got used to it. Oh, there's another fire truck coming. Gosh. So I think that's not a drill. I think that's for real. So if you guys are listening to that sound, sorry for that. Yun nga, di ba? Ang cute parang background. Di ba supposed to be maganda yung background sound effect ko? Pero yun. Pero mukha ngang serious yun. Kasi I can hear parang may tao nagsasalita using the megaphone. Parang people should clear out the streets kasi dumadaan yung fire truck. Pero ayun. Hopefully that's the last. So this second skill also has a 60% chance to afflict target with sleep for 4 turns. So she has that kind of CC. And then let's move on to the next. Song of Atonement Corgi. His passive is Betrayal, increases attack by 40% for 5 turns upon attacking an enemy 1 time per round. And also, he has the Dimension Leap. Then the first skill is Requiem of Fire. Deals 63% damage to all enemies and 45% chance to to decrease attack speed by 13 for 7 turns. So that's AoE. And also this one, Flames of Sin, deals 375% damage to one enemy and 80% chance to decrease heat by 45% for 9 turns. So let's move on to the next. Desperado Jean. So this is Jean. His passive is Weak Hostility, increases own attack by 30% for 5 turns when an enemy uses a barrier. And the Dimension Leap passive. Then we have here 7 Barrel Shot. Deals 150% damage to one enemy and 50% chance to decrease effect resist. Oh. Hey. Sorry, what? Really good when he got that FC. Yes, actually he's quite strong. I'm currently using him with Garf. So his S2 is really quite strong. Kasi it says here 127% damage to all enemies. It's like he's the... Hindi ko naman sinasabi I could compare him with Rio Lion sa Greenland. Pero parang similar yung damage niya. And it says here, it increases attack speed of all allies by 17 for 9 turns pa. So, parang DPS na siya. At the same time, he's giving buffs to his allies. Yes. So, aside from his looks na from a little boy, naging ano rin siya talaga dito. Matured. And the last one here is Priestess of the Moonlight Ledger. So her passive is Word of God, increases effect resist of all allies by 15%, and the Dimension Leap. And then the first skill is Moonlight of Resurrection, uses 50% of own health to revive all dead allies with 10% health. Grants a barrier equal to 17% of own maximum health to all allies for 12 turns. So this is one of the supports here in the game who has the resurrection skill, and I see there are quite a few who are using Legger in 7 Stunner because her resurrection is quite useful. And then the second skill is Moon of Wrath, deals 178% damage to all enemies and 60% chance to decrease attack speed of target by 18 for 10 turns. Then let's see. So we are going to check the skill animations of each characters. So first, let's check shells. So, as always, the appearance effect is first.
Unforgettable memory.
Actually, hanggang ngayon, nakikripihan pa rin ako sa dating. Yung mga mannequins moving. This is her illustration. She has this parang deadly or death vibes na parang pang Tim Burton character. Ayun, the skill preview, you can see there's a big marionette-like mannequin like ano ba yan sa likod niya, which actually creeped me out at first.
Here.
Emo girl vibes. Yes, she's emo, so that's her normal attack. You can see her first skill. O diba, yun yung mga puppets, mga puppeteers. You can see strings and the screen suddenly turns like vintagey. I saw this movie before.
This, you'll become my master.
Silence, Dead Silence. Yun ang title. It's actually a horror movie. So this is her second skill. Parang ganun rin yun. Parang mga mannequin who return to ano ba yung ginawa nila? To kill people. Yes. But typically, if sa anime, those characters are really good. Yes. Dark and cool at the same time. Though at first, I really wanted to build Shell. Kaso lang, she's under Esteris Republic, and since I'm not really lucky with Jinai, she never comes whenever I pull for her in any banner. So, sabi ko, sige na lang. So, next is Talia. Talia is very useful, especially if you're using Greenland theme or Greenland Nation. Kasi, you can see here, para siyang Mayan goddess or Mayan priestess. So, that's her appearance effect. Ask ko lang if goods ba yung bagong artist sa kanya. Well, I think... Let me check the skills again. So, that's her illustration. Let's go first to the normal attack. Because the new artifacts has something to do with healing over time. So, let us see if she has that kind of skill. Heals over time. So this is the first skill.
Your destiny is already
50% chance to increase target.
Prophecy.
The way I see the new artifact, it really goes well with Anastasia. Because Anastasia has healing over time effect. And also April. Kasi diba, parang it has something to do with heal over time. Kaya yun yung naalala ko. Pero as we can see here, Talia's skills doesn't have any heal over time passive. So I guess it doesn't work with her. Pero ang nakikita ko talaga, it looks good with Anastasia and April. So that's the skill preview and her story. Pero you can still get it if you really want to. If you have those extra sets, you can pull for it. And if ever you're planning to build April or Anastasia in the future, at least meron ka na. So this is Rera. She actually looks really cool here, and you can see. You're welcome. I hope it really helps kahit paano. After all, I'm not an expert. It's just basic information. If you take a closer look at Rera, you can see that her eyes are two different colors. I remember her, yung character ng Final Fantasy X and X-2, si Yuna. She has two color eyeballs, pupils. Eyeballs, ang pinagsasabi.
I've changed a lot.
So this is the her appearance effect. You can see one of her eye is pink, the other one is gold. So, oh, here you can see her eyes clearly. So one is gold, one is pink or purple. Next is the skill preview, and I can hear the sirens again. That's her. There we go again. Here's. Gosh. I really didn't expect that those sounds will appear tonight. The second skill. This actually looks really nice. There's a unicorn. It's very galactic. But I think that's the main style of Rera. It has something to do with galaxy. So that's the hero story. Let's move on to the next. So Chatty's appearance effect.
I'm not afraid if I'm with Jessica.
Her illustration. And the skill preview. Again, her passive says here grants a barrier equal to 10% of own health for 5 turns. So I think, if you ask me, since Chatty is under the Greenland Nation, I think Hulum is still better when it comes to knights. Kasi Hulum has share health, which is really important. Lalo nagpapakunat yun eh, yung share health.
Let's go, Jessie!
And this is the second skill. And then the hero story. So she's a paladin. Paladin Chatty. Next is Corgi. Or is it Corgi? Corgi talaga, di ba? So, is this fox-like boy? Parang fox, di ba? Appearance effect. So, he's like a piper. Illustration. And then the skill preview. This is here, it's normal attack. And then the first skill.
Before anyone else sees it.
So it looks really obvious that he's a fire element hero. And you can see those musical notes in fire. Also, oh, this is my first time seeing his feet. Kakaiba, pang hindi siya pang human yung feet niya. Flames of Sin. That's something. He's a ranger. And next, Jean. Okay, appearance effect.
Makes your aim unsteady.
And then the illustration. You can see he's like a cowboy of some sort. Desperado. Diba? When we hear those Desperado, it's like parang those western like movies na may mga cowboys, Indians, and shootings. And he has a guy. So parang yun talaga the first skill.
One shot, one kill.
And next is the second skill. This was the one I mentioned earlier that it's really quite strong. Especially when his critical damage is pretty high. Plus the critical hit rate. So this is he. And then the last one is Ledger. So she looks like a rabbit. Parang more like yung mga sa Chinese folklore, 'di ba? Appearance effect.
We've met as the god.
Nakikita niyo yung mga classic Chinese movies wherein the people there are flying, maraming mga clothes, mga tela-tela. So, this is Ledger and the skill preview. The first skill. So, this skill has Resurrection. So, if you are considering having a support type or priest who has Resurrection, you might want to get her.
Will be punished.
Meron akong kalaban sa 7 stunner kahapon yata, and his Ledger used the second skill to me. Sobrang lakas ng damage dun. Ewan. It says here 178 damage to all enemies. So siguro ang taas ng critical damage dun. That's why. Lakas nun. And this is the hero story. So guys, that's about it for the Time Walker or Blooming Someday Fatecore theme. So tomorrow, or I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll probably stream another game. Pero for sure, if not tomorrow, then on Monday, we'll be talking about another Fatecore theme. So we are really going to finish all of this, and by the time we finish, I think there's also another Fatecore theme that is going to be released soon. So you can see here, Blooming Someday, and the next one is Black and White. So Black and White has only 3 heroes, or 4. So what I will do, since the heroes are just few, I think I'm going to combine Black and White and the Great Brood theme. Para para medyo mahaba-haba naman ang video natin, kasi ganun. So ganun lang. If the list of heroes are just few, we can combine we can combine another Fatecore theme. Wait lang ha. Kasi I'm trying to get my mug, and I think the water just spilled. Okay, let me just clean up here. Para tayo. It's going to be dry. So, if I don't have any things to do, or I think I've already done my chores for the week, so I might really stream a console game. That might be Final Fantasy X, because I'm trying to continue in leveling up the heroes. Or I could continue with Chrono Cross, kasi I'm still at the beginning part. There's a lot to do there, and it's just alam niya na, there are really times, even though you really want to play, pero you have some important other things to do, like your obligations, like work, and yeah, I'm not complaining, pero it's really important talaga. So, gaming comes next, of course. So, yun nga. So, the next Fatecore themes that we are going to discuss are Black and White and the Great Brood. And actually, Black and White is rebannered this week until the next, kasi diba kaka-schedule maintenance lang natin last Thursday, and this is it, yung yung choice Fatecore Re. So it's black and white, and I just chose Schmid yesterday. So I tried pulling one, nothing came out. So I'll just stop right there. So we have the free recruit. Let's just skip because the only heroes that will come out there are common, magical, and rare ones. So while we're here, let's check if I'm done with my dailies.
You called for me?
Yes, and my weeklies is also finished. Let's check the artifact. So this is the new artifact here. It says, let me check. 25% chance to grant increased health regeneration by 50% for 12 turns and recover for 20% of own max health if an ally's health falls to 50. So the way I understand is it only works if the support hero has health generation. Diba? Oh, to grant. Maybe... Wait, where's Nanimone? Let me read again. 25% chance to grant increased health regeneration. So it's only by chance, right? Or there will be 25% chance if you got HOT skills or healing overtime. And recover for 20% of own max health if an ally's health falls to 50 or below. Well, since I'm not sure, I'll just ask one of our guild members just to make sure that we are giving the right advice, diba? Because it's not nice to give an advice pero it's wrong pala. But it says here 25% chance to grant increased health regeneration. 25% chance to grant increased health regeneration for 12 turns. Well, we'll just confirm. So let's check the Exos pass if it's already done. We have one entry. So the usual. Let's go for the last level and just press battle start.
What's your business here?
All right, take this! Struggle a bit more!
Actually, guys, I'm planning to change batteries dye in her costume particularly kasi parang medyo nagsawa na ako. So I want to check or mix and match the colors just to see if ano siya, it suits her. Let's see what else. So I'm done with the core raid. It says here there's 5 days and 6 hours left, but I'm already done and I'm just using the Levy Stones to try and what do you call that? Hindi siya dispatch eh. I'm just going to look for the term. Explore here. This one. I'm just trying to explore and try and get as much as blue circles as I can because I'm trying to unleash Lepin's potential currently. So I'm at the first level we're in. Since she is a legendary hero, we need first to unlock the skills, or what do you call those? Nodes? The nodes there, using blue circles first before we are going to use the ultimate orb. So, yeah, Sun Circle. Pero I need the blue one. So, I'm just exploring. Ayan, another Sun Circle. So, yun. So, that's about it, guys, for this evening. I hope you enjoyed watching the video as much as I love streaming it or talking about it with you. It's just ang daming ingay kanina, especially the siren from the fire truck. So sorry about that. And guys, please do not forget to subscribe to my Twitch channel, and also for those older videos, you can check them in my YouTube channel. It's located, or the link is located just in my Twitch profile. And also, there's also my Twitter page wherein you can see just random posts about any games or just about anything game related. So it's just there in my Twitch profile. Please check it and please subscribe because that would really make me happy. So, ayun lang. Have a great weekend and also have a good night. Thank you also to Nanimone for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you guys. Have a good night.